Hello, my name is Newzad Brifki. I'm a Kurdish-American. I currently live in Dallas, Texas. I would like to thank Kurdistan 24 English for having me on the show today. My story goes back being a victim of the Kurdish genocide during 1988, becoming a refugee for 4 years in Turkey, Mardin refugee camp, then immigrated to the United States as a refugee in 1992. I am currently a businessman, an author, a philanthropist, and I have written a book in the past called My Journey to America. It talks about the Kurdish people, what had happened to us, why my family came to the United States. And I thought it would be important after the 2016 elections. We had people looking at different people immigrating here, and that really got me motivated in writing something because I knew my people, the Kurdish people, are very pro-American. I know that Americans love the Kurds and the Kurdish people. And so I thought it would be a neat story, a great story, just saying, okay, you know, this is one of the stories of the many who love this country, the United States of America, who are great supporters, you know, of Kurdistan as well. And that's my first book, My Journey to America. I have written a recent book called War Can't Stop Love. And looking at the Peshmerga history of the Kurdistan region of Iraq, particularly since I am familiar with that area. Barari Bala is where I'm from, Duhok province. And I thought it would be a great story hearing of the many different stories of the Peshmerga in the past. They were in the recent news, and I wanted the world, the outside world, to know about a beautiful story, a true story. So I interviewed many former Peshmerga, many civilians who supported the Peshmerga, such as the women and the villages. And I compared all the stories and made a story based on a true story, War Can't Stop Love. It's about a young man, a young teenager, I should say. His name is Siobhan. His dad encourages him to study in school and get an education. But Siobhan sees his people being oppressed by the Ba'ath regime, Saddam Hussein's Ba'ath regime in Iraq. And he says, Father, I cannot handle this anymore. I need to free my people. So he quit school. He quit school because it was in the Arabic language. He was tired of learning their language, their culture. His people are being oppressed. So Siobhan takes up arms and becomes a Peshmerga. He falls in love later on with his lover, a girl in his village named Berivan. And after Siobhan loses his father, they become a family, and Anfal happens. The Kurdish genocide of '88 happens to them, and they have to become refugees. Siobhan later becomes he comes to the United States. Him and his family are given refugee resettlement status in 1992. And they come to the United States. He raises family here, and then 2003, Operation Iraqi Freedom happens. Siobhan says, you know, I need to go back, and I need to give back to my people. I need to help. I know that Iraq is a failed state. Even if Saddam's gone, there's going to be chaos there. I want to help rebuild something, a Kurdish region that will be the hope for the Americans, that they will be happy that they have accomplished something. So he becomes a linguist with the United States military, joins the U.S. Army, and in 2003 goes into Iraq. And he just talks about his life, and it's a great story. War Can't Stop Love. It's on Amazon. I encourage everyone to check it out because it talks about the Kurdish people, it talks about the Peshmerga, it talks about the Kurdish struggle, it talks about the great bondship, the great friendship between the United States and the Kurdistan region, and what came out after the Iraqi war, the Iraqi Operation Iraqi Freedom, that yes, Iraq, despite Saddam being gone, it it turned into chaos, but one region prospered, and that region was Kurdistan region of Iraq. And till today, they are great supporters of the United States. And I want to bring that message to the outside and encourage everyone to get this book. It's a great story, War Can't Stop Love, and I encourage all of you to check it out. And again, thank you, Kurdistan, Kurdistan 24 English, for having me on your show. And God bless all of you in Kurdistan.